Hey folks, I'm Jeff Shaw from Team Hoist Gracie, making a video for the Roy Marsh Jiu-Jitsu YouTube channel. I'm here with Megan, and today we're going to talk about the Berimbolo. The Berimbolo is a really popular sport jiu-jitsu technique that's also very polarizing. I personally see it as a really effective option from the De La Riva guard, which affords me the ability to put my opponent's hips on the mat, spin under them, and take their back, getting to the most powerful attacking position in jiu-jitsu. But it's also a position that gives you a lot of options that people don't normally think about. So in the first part of this video, we're going to talk about the most important part of the Berimbolo, which is being able to put your opponent's hips on the mat when they're standing. So if Megan stands in my guard, I'm going to have two grips. I'm going to have my standard De La Riva with a hook behind her leg and a foot either on her hip or on her knee, which I'm going to use to unbalance her. My left hand is going to grab at her heel, not her pants, but her heel, to try to keep controlling this lead leg. From there, I'm going to sit up and grab the belt. I always keep this belt grip during the technique. At this point, I'm going to try to unbalance Megan and force her to react to move back into me. So I step on her knee, and she steps back. As she steps back into me, I'm going to move my foot from her far hip to her near hip. This gives me the ability to pull her forward with the belt and lift her in the air with my two legs. From here, I'm going to dump her toward the side that she can't post with. I have this foot grip so that she can't move out with her left foot. So I lift, and I put her hips on the mat. From here, I can do two things. If I were doing the standard Berimbolo, which we'll talk about in the next video, I would spin under her, like this. Or, what I like to do in some situations is just rotate my hips the other way and come up. Get my sweep, 2 points, and start to pass the guard. There are a lot of different ways that we can use this technique, not just to roll under and take the back. We'll talk about rolling under and taking the back in a second, but for the most part, the most important thing that you can do is put your opponent's hips on the mat. So let's do that one more time from a different angle. So again, Megan's in my De La Riva guard. I have an active hook, and I have a foot on either on her hip or her knee that I'm going to use to unbalance her. This hand grabs her heel so that when I take her that way, she can't move this leg out to post. I'm going to sit up and grab the belt. And so at this point, I'm going to try to unbalance her. I do this by stepping on her hip or her knee. Naturally, she's going to react and try to move back into me. As she does so, she brings her weight forward, which I'm going to use to my advantage to put her hips on the mat. In our next video, we'll talk about how to immediately use this momentum to come under and take the back. But for now, it's just important to realize once we put our hips on the mat, our victory is there. We are winning. The only question is how complete our victory is going to be. We can use the Berimbolo to put the hips on the mat, and from there we can either just come up for the sweep, we can Berimbolo to take the back, or we can even go to mount, which I might do in another video. So thanks Megan, thanks to Roy for letting me make this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it.